All right. Hola, ladies.
Glad
Gotta
you
get
fixed
my
that. You could hear us.
huh?
I said Luther couldn't hear us, so he had to fix his sound.
Oh, Luther left.
No, he came back. He came back. He can hear us now.
Luther, welcome to the WineDown. I'm over here jamming today.
I hear.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't remember all these words like I used to. I used to know all the words.
You got to do better. Are you playing music in the house?
Huh?
Well,
Playing on my computer.
okay. No, I'm just saying, like, it used to be we learned all the lyrics and
Oh
then
yeah, because
play all the time.
girl, I ain't gonna lie.
Oh,
I do everything in silence. Like I'm in silence most of the time. Then if I do, I start playing a little gospel. Get gospely.
yeah.
Hold on, let me make sure I'm sharing it. We live. Let me see.
I believe you, Negrita.
Oh, you know what? Maybe it is. My stuff's just not updating. Hey. Yeah. Okay. Susan said glory. Oh, Nina said she the loud one. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. I'm jamming today, y'all. These I've been on my whole 90s 2000 girl group action.
Okay.
Hey, that was the era right there.
So who's gotten the most play today?
Well, right now, I I'm a huge Escape fan. Shout out to Escape.
ATL.
Of course. Hold on for a second. But yeah, Escape. And then I rock with Total. They from New York. Oh, also, did you see? I don't know if you follow the verses, but Jermaine Dupri and Diddy finally
It's
said that they were gonna do a verses. Yes.
okay. So who you think is going to come in hot? Come on.
If you have to ask me, you don't know me.
Well, I mean, we got to put it out there. I have mine. Come on,
Who,
give it.
who you think?
I Jermaine.
Oh yes, we friends for real.
Yeah,
We friends for real.
but it's because I won't say it's because we're biased. I think he is super talented.
I think his artist is out of control.
Yes, yes.
Luther said Escape was
Hey,
okay. Did you see? Did you see that verses with SWV and Escape?
yes.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now. Jermaine about to have Diddy looking like SWV was looking.
Shook,
Huh?
shook and appalled.
Appalled, angry at the world. It ain't their fault. Uh, yeah, Luther said Diddy need ghostwriters. Who is only Lady K? Only Lady K said Jermaine. Yeah, I'm with you. Who's only Lady K? I don't be knowing everybody's screen names, huh? Hey, who is y'all favorite girl group coming up? While we wait on a couple people to join the WineDown. If you or your favorite girl group. I like I ain't gonna lie, I like all the making the band groups. I'm
Yeah,
a Identity Kane fan. I like June's Diary.
I love TLC.
TLC. I'm an SWV fan too. I love SWV.
You got me
Lucas.
weekend the niece.
Okay, Brownstone and John A.
Oh, I like her.
Yes. Brownstone and that both of them.
Yes.
Um, Luther said Candy sound like she crying when she sing. Look, Escape is not. I think we all know who the singers in Escape is. Okay, it's about the group, about the whole
About
group.
the whole.
Hey, but that total, can't you see? That thing slap. Hey. Oh, so yes. It's Mary J. Blige. There was some people who wanted a little report on the Mary J. Blige concert this weekend. Mary J. was off the chain. I ain't gonna lie.
What was your favorite one? What was the favorite song that she did that you was just like, oh my gosh, screaming from the audience? I know
To
it.
be honest, it was when she came out, man. She came out so cold. I ain't gonna lie. She said he said he Luther, are you really trying LaBelle all the way? We might as well go ahead and throw in the Supremes in that thing.
Hey,
Like
of the Supremes.
I like Patti LaBelle, but I don't know about the group. You took it back though.
Itchy, itchy, yeah, 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 yeah. That's what the group is.
Yeah, I know. There was one thing, but I still don't know about the group being. I don't know. I don't know about that. Let me see. There was a lot of good girl groups, man. It was a lot. I'm definitely rocking with Escape. I'm definitely rocking with TLC. Pretty much all of the ones that came. Well,
Atlanta.
uh, what about KP and Envy?
I like
Should it swing my way? Hey. Yeah, they do have a little gospel vibe to them,
it.
Luther. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and turn that off.
Let me ask you this. What was your first concert you ever went to?
Hold on one second. I'm gonna turn my volume down on this one. My first concert, I think, was I seen Usher. Back in the day, we used to have they still have them in Atlanta, like the little hair shows and stuff. And Usher performed there. Then I seen Usher like 702. Yes,
Yes.
702, 808. What was the song group? Black. Boom like an 808. Yeah, that was Black, right? Subway. Oh yeah, Subway was lit. Yes, I remember Subway. I went to the Usher concert. That was my first like big concert, but it was dope. It was Kanye West, Lord Kanye West, and John Legend. John Legend opened up, and then Kanye opened up for Usher, and then Usher Confessions. Man, that thing. But then Kanye performed Jesus Walks. It was kind of like,
So
yeah.
I'm gonna complain. My first concert, no lie, was Criss Cross.
Oh yeah.
I've never forgotten it. My uncle took me and my cousin Tameka, and we had a blast. And I just remember like, oh my gosh, down at the Fox Theater. Got our clothes on backwards, girl. You can tell us
Oh,
nothing.
Toya went to Immature concert.
Oh yeah.
Dang. Man, I love me some Romeo. That was Bay. You know, everybody was going after Marcus Houston.
Yes.
I wanted some Romeo.
Romeo.
Romeo was Bay. I ain't gonna lie. Yes. But yeah, Mary J was lit. So when she came out when she opened up the show,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna give it up to her. She had like a professional vibe, professional swag. When they came out, it was like fire. And only thing I didn't like, it was two really, really loud noises. I will never cry again. Oh, immature. It was two really loud noises that scared the crap out of me. Sound like shots, and I ain't comfortable with that. But other than that, man, she was out. So I don't even know the first song she came out singing, but it was so lit. That was my favorite part of the concert. Then, of course, she did her famous dancing. But what tripped me out was she was dancing for real. Mary J was twerking. She was like, I was so stunned. Mary J showed out. I ain't gonna lie. Mary J showed out.
I remember, no lie, my cousin Sherry loved Mary J. Blige, and
Uh-huh.
her dancing in the house like it was a party when people dance all the time, right? Back in the day. And she on BET they used to have the music videos.
Mm-hmm.
She danced so much, but I remember like Mary J. Blige was it. You could
Yeah. She still is. Like, she sounded good. Not, oh yes, Mary came through. Shanny, she came through. She sounded good. I was kind of concerned. I ain't gonna lie. I was
Took
like,
some working
I
classes.
saw her YouTubes before, but I tell you this, for this hello, good morning, gorgeous.
Oh, I love that song.
For this good morning, gorgeous tour, Mary said, you know what? She ain't playing with y'all no more. She
And
said she the MVP.
she looks so good. I
Yeah.
mean, she looks absolutely amazing. She was on the Breakfast Club not too long ago. I guess maybe like a year or two ago, and she was really explaining how she's overcame what she's been
Yeah.
through, new mindset, and it was just like I just saw her just be really elevate to a new level of just being
Yeah,
successful.
she is.
It was like, damn, you powerful. Really appreciated that.
And Luther, I love her on Power too. And I was telling my sister about the concert, and we was talking about Monet, her own, her own Power, her character
Mhm.
Monet, and she was saying, and I was just listening to like how she was talking at the concert. I can't even say the stuff she was saying, but
Ah,
it was yes. I'm gonna just say this: if Mary J came back in a place where I can go and see her, I'm going back, hands down. Let's go. Yeah.
okay.
Speaking of Mary J,
She coming to my house for Thanksgiving dinner.
word,
I'm,
yeah, I invited her to the WineDown. She'll be here in a couple months. She got stuff going on right now,
I understand.
but I'm gonna hit her up, see if she can come back. Her husband on that show is fine. Her husband, who was that? Oh yeah, yeah. Bays, both bays on Power fine. Both of her bays is fine. But yeah, so Brandy, I don't know anybody seen what happened to Brandy today. First, they was reporting that she was hospitalized with the seizures, and then they was reporting that she's out and the doctor told her to just chill. And like all the stuff the celebrities come out and say when they don't want people to know her health. Yeah, Lorenzo, they don't want you to know about their health. So whatever's going on with Brandy, my thoughts and prayers are with her and her family. Brandy is like one of my favorite vocalists of all time. If I don't know, some people underrate her, but Brandy is one of my favorite vocalists of all time. So I think if anything happened to her, I would be devastated.
She is our first Black Cinderella.
Yes, our first Black Cinderella. And then I don't know what's going on with that family because last week Ray J was talking suicidal and people were sending out prayers to Ray J. Yeah, so whatever they got going on over there, I'm thinking about them. My prayers are with their family, and I just hope that whatever's going on with her, she's okay and she make it out okay. Yeah.
Did they release her from the hospital?
So yeah, so she made a statement. She said that she go follow doctor's orders and get some rest, and she was dehydrated. Like I said, the same thing all the celebrities say. And again, she has the right to her privacy. I don't know what's right and what's wrong, but I just hope she all right.
Can I give a fact?
Yeah.
I got a fact. Since she brought up dehydration, okay. The average person is training themselves to be dehydrated because they do not intake enough fluids on an average basis, and people should really monitor that because if you don't have enough water in your body, you cannot function, you cannot think, you cannot drive. So I don't care if you're drinking water, tea, lemonade, Kool-Aid, or wine, whatever you're drinking, please be mindful that you're getting enough nutrients into your body and so you can be healthy. So
Yes.
I won't go any deeper than that, but if you want a side course on dehydration, I got you.
um. I've been watching Urban News.
Okay.
Little Instagram reading. If you heard about the Cynthia and who is that? Her boyfriend, her husband Mike. Put something in the chat. Cynthia and Mike. You
On a
heard about them getting divorced?
Yeah, it's only been what, a year or two?
Yeah. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I don't really care that they getting divorced. I mean,
It's
you
sad.
know, live your best life. But I think what kills me is I read in one of the comments on, the post, one of the girls said, dang, they planned their wedding longer than they got divorced. The timing is interesting, right? I feel like I feel like it was either really staged or something. But it made me think, like people, like they said, they plan their wedding longer. I know people right now in my real life who is divorced and still paying for their wedding. You know anybody like that?
I know
Yeah.
who are not to put it was a comedian and he was talking about his relationship. He said it took him 13 years to get divorced. So he was still having to pay alimony and all of that. So, but they did have a big wedding. So
Yeah. And that's, oh, I also see a lot. What Luther talking about? He said he sent a
he
request.
wants to join.
What Luther want to say? Hold on, Luther. We about to get to the topic.
Luther, if Ronesha lets me let you join, I will
I
gladly.
want to hear what Luther got to say. Can we add Luther for a minute? Luther, this better be good, Luther. Yeah, these folks was getting married, and
Hey, I need to interrupt real quick and talk about this Cynthia shit. So I agree with someone what they said. Yes, the bitch was planning her wedding longer, and just for you guys that know, that are saying why am I referring to Cynthia as a bitch? I'm a homosexual, and according to the homosexual handbook, I'm allowed to refer to females as, because it's a term of endearment. I'm not pouring any champagne on you. I'm not telling you to drop it hot. It's like when I was see Ro, I was like, "Hey, Ro, bitch, what's going on? How you doing, bitch? Bitch,
you do,
girl, you were looking good today." But let's talk about Cynthia. Okay, so yeah, she was planning like because I think she was planning the wedding and she was with this guy for like what 3 seasons.
Couple seasons,
Like she ain't even been with this motherfucking married to this motherfucker for 1 season. Like at least let the motherfucker make it to a reunion before y'all decide to. That's crazy. But here's my thing, like and this is one of the reasons why I'm scared to get married because the money. I'm in a good place financially, and I don't need no one coming in and fucking it up. Because if I end up paying $20,000 for a goddamn wedding, and then we ended up getting a divorce in like 3 years, I'm probably gonna kill you.
No, don't
because I'm never gonna be able to pay that money back for that wedding.
we will. Well, that's the question, though, right? Tameka, we was talking about it earlier. People are willing to pay 20,000. So, okay, before I won't even make a comment, I'm gonna ask another question.
Okay.
I see it on Instagram all the time. I'm gonna ask the WineDown team. If you are offered a lavish wedding or a basic starter home at your engagement, your spouse say, "Hey, would you rather use our savings to pay for this really, really great wedding, or we got enough for a basic starter home?" Which
The
one
home.
would you choose?
The home.
I'm with
The
Luther.
home.
I would choose.
Yeah. But
Because
what about people
What did Luther Vandross tell us?
But what about people who dream about weddings their whole life? Like we watch Disney, we see the fairy tale, and I've been dreaming about this wedding the whole life. I shouldn't get a chance to have it.
Well, they can wait till Kim find her 5th husband, tune in and watch watch her have a dream wedding because she can afford to get married like Jennifer Lopez. Her and Ben Affleck are on the way to divorce, but she can afford to get married. Listen, she can afford to get married and divorce as many times. For us regular motherfuckers, we cannot afford to make those type of mistakes.
Yeah, going through
does that make sense? We
as
us regular people, we can't afford to make those type of mistakes. If I do meet the one, we going to the courthouse. We going to the
courthouse. Tanisha said the house. Shandy said house. The people you invite is rooting for the downfall of your relationship. Half the people, I agree with that. Yeah. Like we paying $20,000 for a wedding for people who don't even care if we married or not.
Yeah.
It's marriage or mortgage. People be choosing marriage and weddings. Yeah, these folks is crazy, Tamisha. I mean, I'm all about love. Man, we paid about $3,000. We had we got married at the actually we had a nice wedding, but it's a long story. We paid about $3,000 for our wedding. It was a party,
Y'all
Nina's
still?
birthday, and Nina's commission. It all combined in one. Brought the family together. I mean, I'm not about to pay for a wedding that I'm gonna be paying for during my divorce. To me, it's not worth. Maybe at my 20-year wedding anniversary or something, you know. But I just feel like that adds financial stress. Hey, Charity from the Philippines. Hey, Charity won the Bring a Friend contest last week, so shout out to Charity. Charity making sure we internationally known and locally respected. Appreciate you, Charity. We gave her gift already. She already got it because we are true to our word. So shout out to Cherry. Who's getting divorced? I know that's right. We not getting no divorce. I ain't worried about that. But anyway, yeah. So thank you, Luther. Appreciate you for
Y'all get ready.
Cherry. It's always a good time talking to my. I ain't gonna. Luther is my dog. Me and Luther, we've been riding for years, so I always love.
You know, I can be like, you know how like when on CNN and Fox News they be having Candace Owens on there with her,
yeah.
and you know, making comments on shit. Y'all can have me. I can be y'all's
We gonna have you back on the WineDown, Luther. Luther.
Yeah.
For those of y'all who don't know, this is Dr. Luther. Luther got his doctorate degree. Luther is teaching at the PhD levels. So even though he out here talking crazy, which I love, this is why I love him. Luther is very, very, very educated man, and a lot of respect to you, brother. So, yeah. You can. How do you click him off, butter?
Yeah, kick me out.
Well, I'm glad you came. I am.
No, I mean, you know, I don't want to hijack your shit because I could.
Yeah, I gotta figure that out. I'm learning.
Well, so I'll start here. We kind of want to talk about a little bit about mindset tonight. So Luther can be a correspondent. I love Luther, y'all. Y'all don't even know. I love me some Luther. That's my buddy. But so last year, if y'all follow me on social media, you've been following me for a while, you know that every Monday I do this thing. It's called Motivation Monday, where I try to put out like some type of quote, some type of motivational thought for the week. And, you know, I try to do that every week. Well, about a year ago, I came across this quote by Henry Ford. And I probably posted this quote probably like 2 or 3 times this year because to me, it was one of the most powerful quotes that I found. And the quote said, if you say you can or you can't, you're right. So I'll say it again. It says, if you say you can or if you say you cannot, both of those statements are right. And I'm about to get on, you know, give me a couple minutes. I'm about to get on my soapbox for a minute. But I just found that to be such a powerful quote because it kind of went back to like your thoughts and how important your thoughts are to your level of success is. You know, I've been in a lot of different training courses over the course of this year, just trying to grow. And before they start any training course, the first course they have, they like to talk about mindset. Last week I was in a course with Tom Ferry. Have anybody ever heard of Tom Ferry? Tom Ferry, he's taught every living president, Michael Jordan, some of the top names and billionaires in our country. He has been a mentor to them. And the biggest reason why he mentors them is not because he's an SME in whatever their expertise is. It's because he is an expert on training you how to train your mind and train your thoughts. I believe that the way that you think has a lot to do with your level of success. The way that you heard it all your life. If you can see it, you can believe it. You can visualize it, you can do it. Write the vision, make it plain. Write it down so good and so clear that if somebody pick up your tablet with your vision in it, they can run with that vision and not faint. That's the Bible. I didn't make that up, because life and death is in the power of your tongues, and what you think about and what you say is the level of success you. And I can go on and on and on about that, but I wanted to talk about mindset a little bit with this group, because I believe that we're at a point to where we're trying to all elevate. We're all growing. with the WineDown team. And I believe in order for us to grow, we all have to kind of have a healthy mindset. And I'm not going to go too deep into teaching you or having a mindset training, but I did want to introduce mindset and healthy thoughts and how important that is uh, to growth. And I know it's something that me and you talk about, Tameka, a lot. What are some things that you do to try to elevate your thinking or control your thoughts? Because we know that some of those thoughts what you think can be deadly as well. Can't hear you.
That's so much better, right?
Yeah.
I love to read and I love to ingest knowledge, because I think that is a great way to help me calm my thoughts, to help center something around. If I'm having an issue, it can be as simple as cooking. How can I get better? How can I be more efficient to challenge? I would say meditation, prayer, yoga, really focusing. Sometimes you have to dance. Sometimes you need to work out your energy. Sometimes you need to and be vocal, whether that means you just writing a letter to yourself, because that's real, and identifying what it is you said. You talked about the vision, and if you're writing the vision down, you can identify what pathway that is going to take for you to get there, and that can really help get better. So I would say those are some tools that work. And I remember you had mentioned meditation.
Yeah.
As far as using YouTube.
Yeah. Well, so with my meditation, I use a podcast.
Okay.
Meditation is such a powerful tool, and I talk about it all the time. By Luther, I talk about it all the time because meditation is not something that is easy. That when you hear people talk about it, they say it's a practice. We practice meditation, and it's because it's not easy to control your thoughts. If you're anybody like me, my thoughts runs 24 hours a day, and I will have a positive thought and I'll see myself in a certain light, and then as soon as I have that thought, I have 15 limiting beliefs breaking me off my pedestal, knocking me off my high horse. When people meditate, it's a time where I've heard that the thought behind meditation is when you pray, you're talking to God. When you meditate, you're trying to clear your mind so that you can receive whatever's supposed to be coming to it, right? So when you stop to try to meditate, even your if you have an iWatch, it even tells you stop for 15 seconds, stop for 30 seconds. Take the time to try to just be clear your mind. And some people are like me, whose mind just continue to go. It's even when you're trying to stop it, it's like, okay, I'm able to go for 5 seconds, and then that thought come in. So you kind of keep practicing and keep adding to it. And 5 seconds may seem like nothing, but 30 seconds may seem like nothing, but I challenge you to practice it. So I use a meditation. It's not a self-guided, it's a guided meditation podcast. If you ever got into podcasts, I listen to them a lot, but one of the guided meditating podcasts that I use, her name is Erin Marie, and the name of the podcast is I Am Beautiful, Wild, Free. And what happens in that podcast is she has different things. Like she says, she want to manifest being healthy. You want to manifest money. You want to manifest just different things. And it kind of have you just kind of continuing to say certain things. And you can say it in your head, but instead of allowing your head to be filled with the negative thoughts and the limiting thoughts that may automatically creep, you're filling yourself up with the positive thoughts and with the good things that can obviously or hopefully elevate you to the next level if you practice it. So I challenge you, or I implore you, or encourage you, whatever word you want to use, to go to a podcast, look up Erin Marie. I Am Beautiful, Wild, Free. That's her podcast. Hopefully you love it. I love it. But I encourage you to try it out.
Yeah. I think also, once you have a thought that comes in your head, like let's say if your thought was, let's say the thought was, I don't like how I look, right? Because it can be as simple as that. I don't like how I look. And I would challenge you. Yes, I think that you should affirm yourself, to tell yourself that you're beautiful, and really, and before you can get there, maybe you should identify why you feel about how you look, right? What is it that you feel like you should be doing different? Because if you have a negative thought, there's probably there's a why that follows, right? And that why, I feel this way because someone told me I wasn't pretty, right? And then, well, why don't I feel pretty myself? Have I ever been told? Like, you just have to keep going down your why. I am a part of ITU, Impact Theory University, with Tom Bilyeu, and I love him to pieces. And one of the things, like, I'm on a 90-day challenge, right? And so that 90-day challenge really talks about getting to, it's so much deeper. A thought is so much deeper than just you just thinking, right? Those thoughts that's going around in your head, one of them mean something. Each one of them have a direction, right? And it's how are you gonna drive that thought, whatever that is, really find a home for it, right? And so that way you can help quiet your mind. And then when you're talking about having so many thoughts at once, she's a pastor, Cheryl Brady. No, it wasn't Cheryl Brady. It was another pastor. Anyway, she has a raspy voice. And she said, when I'm trying to meditate or pray or anything like that, where I'm quieting myself, she said she brings a notebook with her. And then she writes all of her thoughts down, right? And then afterwards, after she spends her time to train her brain, like, you will not stop me. And that's one of the most powerful things, because your brain does not know, and it's scientific proven, okay? Your brain does not know how to do hard things. Your brain wants to make it easy for you, right? That's our fight or flight syndrome. And so you have to keep training. You have to train your brain. Like when you were talking about, hey, I want to do 30 an hour, that's people training it. It's just like if you're going to run a marathon or get yoga, you're going to get into swimming, whatever. Doing 10 push-ups straight for somebody is extremely hard. I need to check myself because I don't know if I can do 10 push-ups straight, but I'm just being honest, right? My mind, I can. My body, my arm may not, it may give out, but those thoughts you have to really check and see. And it really can lead you to a great place to really discover who you are in this season, who you want to be. Does it align? Where are you going? We talk about having that vision. Are you on track with your vision? Is there something that needs to be cut from that? And sometimes that moment of clarity that you're gaining from the meditation or your prayer or your walk or whatever you're doing, really taking that time to really love upon yourself and self-care, it's going to help drive you to just being the best freaking person that you ever can be, right? You have the ability, and I'm not going to say to heal yourself, but you do have the ability to love yourself, and you owe it to yourself to make sure that you're good. Lucille Ball says, if you're not good, nobody else can benefit from how good you are, you know? And so it would really behoove us to really check in with ourselves. And it's so powerful.
So how many people have ever had a positive thought about themselves? So let's say, you know, my goal is my personal goal is to be a top leader in real estate on a national level, right? So I have this positive thought and I visualize myself, you know, training people and talking to them about them and helping people get access. Soon as I have that positive thought, I say, well, dang, you can't do this because you grew up living with people most of your life. Y'all didn't even have nowhere to live. You can't do this because you ain't got no money for real. You only got $20 in the bank. You can't, like, how many people, and I just want you to be honest just for a second, you may have a positive thought about, I look good in this dress today, or I look good in this outfit today. And then as soon as you give yourself that positive affirming word, you go back and say, but dang, I need to lose 10 pounds. But dang, my this, and this. Like, if you could just be honest in that moment, how many of you guys have ever had those limiting beliefs that try or has stopped you from pursuing your next level of greatness because of fear? Has anybody felt I'm the only one that's ever had that experience?
No, you're not. Both my hands are up. I got 10 fingers.
Yes. Charity said, I get positive thoughts sometimes, but it easily slips off my head because I get overwhelmed with negative thoughts. Like, mental health is real here, you know? And I know I speak to a therapist every 2 weeks. I wish I could talk to her more, but the schedule, they backed up. and they backed up because mental health is real. Jay said all the time. You know, we want to pursue these things. We want to be great. We want to be excellent. We want to believe in ourselves, but the limiting beliefs inside, something inside of us, soon as I say, hey, I'm supposed to be great, I'm destined for greatness. God showed me this. I'm going to have this. These are the things that's going to happen for me. These are the things that God is going to happen for my family. God has a plan for me, going to work through me. Well, then something comes up inside of you and it says, you're not worthy. You don't deserve that. Why would God choose you? He got all these people that he can choose from. Why would he choose you? And we like to blame it on the devil. But what is that inside of us that allows those negative thoughts? And then as soon as those negative thoughts come in, as powerful as that thing that God showed me in my vision, as powerful as that image was that I seen clear as day, I can describe it clear as day. Those negative thoughts came and made me believe that I was not worthy. And I stopped trying to pursue because of fear. I told you guys I was in this training last week, Tom Ferry. He came in, blah, blah, blah. He asked the whole group a question. He said, what is keeping you from being at the level of success that you aspire to be? And everybody started talking. People said, you know, it's my family. I don't have access. I don't have connections. I'm a woman in a man's world. I'm black. I'm this, I'm that. There were so many different things that people argued or said was keeping them from whatever it was that they aspire to be. I got kids. I got 3 kids, my family, blah, blah. I don't have the resources. I don't have the money. And I wrote down in my book, I said, you know what? And I think that what's keeping me, after I pull back all that other stuff, is fear. Fear of being successful and also fear of failing at everything it is that I believe that I can do. And fear of being successful, because even in my mind, and I say, you know, hey, I can see myself operating at this level, the limiting beliefs come in and say, but if you get there, your family can be destroyed. But then I can say, well, I'm scared to work so hard to get there because I might not get, you know what I mean? Like it happens to me, you know, it's happened to me on multiple times to see myself. And I say that in that practicing meditation, having those self-guided or those guided meditations or whatever it is that you're doing, and I say meditation, I say clear your mind, free your mind, because again, it's great to pray, but it's also good to try to shut up and listen so that you can receive what it is that God is trying to show you or say to you in that time, right? And if you practice meditation, if you get that down, if you can sit in silence for a minute, one whole minute, without allowing a negative thought to creep in on top of your positive thoughts, you know, that's major. And I've been to the point to where I can probably get to a minute and a half, sometimes even 2 minutes. That's when I'm really, really into turning everything off, quieting all the noise. But because I'm not that good with it yet, especially when I'm in like grind mode, my brain can't turn off, I use these guided meditations to help me shape my thoughts, because you know, it's dangerous. If I think negative all the time, bad things will happen. So I just wanted to talk about that a little bit today, because I feel like it's me shifting my mindset and really allowing myself to see myself on different platforms and stages have shifted the way I operated my business, shifted the way I operate my day-to-day, how I handle a lot of my relationships. I feel like just me shifting the way that I think has definitely aspired a lot of that stuff. I do it in the shower. I can hold my focus there. Yeah, Carlina. Yeah, we talk about it too. Go ahead.
A good friend of mine, and she's so awesome. She told me, she said, Tameka, you have to really be careful about your words, right? About what are you saying about yourself. And yes, you could have a negative thought. We all battle them, right? If we're going to be like, because we are being honest. I'm going to suggest that you're in combat mode, right? You're in fight mode, right? And we're going to tackle our fear. If you have the same negative thought every single day and it's eating you up, I guarantee you that well, I'm not going to guarantee you. There's a possibility that there is a small thing that you could do, like the meditation, or you can do affirmations, which is what I think Chanel is saying that she really, what she does in the shower, right? To really speak against those negative things. And then I will also challenge you to write out the negative things that you feel like you can't do, and then put that in comparison to what you want to do. And then ask yourself, what is it connecting, right? Are you, I'm on an exercise journey. Okay. I need to exercise. If I don't ever go outside and walk, right, I'm not really on the journey, right? I'm in the journey in my head, but is that making me better? No, I'm not holding. For me, I need to hold myself accountable. Mm-hmm. That's really what it is. I can talk about it all day, and I'm not thinking about it. And a lot of my negative thoughts that I've had is me feeling guilt and shame behind not continuing to do something that I need to do. And so if that's one of yours, like mine, that you don't feel like you are doing something and you are able to, I challenge you and encourage you to push forward a little bit further and do it. You know, when I take my daughter to school, I put on my workout clothes because I know I need to walk. Like, so that way the excuse of, oh, I don't have any workout clothes. Oh, I don't have this, I don't have that. I can take those things away from me. And I do agree. Charity had asked, can you suggest some daily routines? I would highly suggest that you, I know this may sound cheesy, but he who wins the morning wins the day, right? Try to put your thoughts first. I don't care if you're laying in bed and you having a moment with yourself saying, hey, how do I feel about myself today? Give yourself a hug. Pat yourself on the back. If you woke up this morning and you in the best mind that you can be in, you know, we always want somebody to be our cheerleader. I want you to get your cheerleading pom-poms out and cheerlead yourself for just waking up. I can tie my shoe. I fix myself some breakfast. And that opportunity to say, I get to do something is so powerful versus our mindset of, oh gosh, I got to make breakfast. Oh gosh, I got to take my kid to school. Or, oh gosh, I got to go fill the gas tank. We have to really put in the attitude of gratitude to make sure that we're reaching that. So we do an exercise in the house where you say what you're grateful for. And it used to be, name one thing that you're grateful for, right? And every day, Mariah would say, oh, I'm grateful for waking up. And I said, you don't have a new thing to be grateful for? And as much as it would make me mad, she was like, well, if I don't wake up, none of that happens. I was like, well, that's a good point. You know, so we got to a point where now can you name 10 things that you're grateful for? And that's so I just encourage gratitude as well. And that meditation will really help with you being grateful, because you're going to take that in. You're going to say, what I can't do, but what am I able to do? What do I have an opportunity to do? And just for the record, since you shared your thoughts with me, I'm going to share mine with you, right? You're going to sell 20 homes in a day. Okay. It's going to be freaking awesome. They're going to see you on the billboard. Mary J. going to be like, she was at my concert and came to Tameka's house for Thanksgiving dinner. And I just need her to buy me a new house in California. So.
Crazy. Yeah, so Charity asked the important question. She asked what's some daily routines. I'm going to come back to some of my daily routines. Chantrell said she feel more balanced and grounded when she do meditate and when she do her affirmations. And Chantrell sends me daily affirmations to multiple places on my social media. Every single day I get affirmations from Chantrell and positive thoughts. So I appreciate you, Trell, for doing that for me, because I read them and they're very, very helpful to kind of get my day started. So that's one thing you can do, is surround yourself with positive people who are going to continuously speak life into you. Me and Tameka talk about our issues all the time. And just like she just spoke life into me in my business, you know, I try to do the same thing for her. But surrounding yourself with the right people is one of the first things that you can do to help you with your mindset. Chantrell said, be intentional in your actions, adding towards your journey. Carlina said, a negative thought is not necessarily bad. She said, it helps you measure where your vibrations are currently at. Negative thoughts can remind you of what you don't want, helping you decide exactly what you do want. I like that, Carlina. Shannon said, yes, yes, and yes. She said, I'm going to read that part again. Negative thoughts can remind you of what you don't want. Sometimes we don't know what we want. We just know we don't like something, right? I feel exactly what you're saying. I know I don't like that. So I'm not gonna go back that direction anymore. I appreciate that comment. That was powerful. Some of the things that I do charity, I already said one thing is surround yourself with the right people. I read. So the last book that I read before my Kindle got hacked, because I told y'all my Amazon store, I'm not gonna go down there again, was there's a book called Miracle Mornings. Tameka already talked about that. Also, I told you about the self-guided meditations. Sometimes I do that 2 or 3 times a day, depending on how bad, where I'm feeling, and I have to check my thoughts. I have to check myself. I will literally do that self-guided 2 or 3. It's like 15 minutes where I put it in my. I like to use it with my earphones because it helps block out the noise around me, and all I hear is her saying, you know, you was smart, you was kind of. All I hear is her saying saying those positive things and affirming my thoughts, and I try to drill that in my head. So I'm gonna give you guys her name again, Erin Marie. I am beautiful, wild, free. That's, if you don't know anything about meditation, that is a great start. And then another thing that I did, I was reading a book, and I have that book printed out. I don't know where I set it down at, but anyway, I took this. This was my candle. My Bed Bath and Body Works candle, right? And I took it, I melted it all the way down, and I created a gratitude jar. So every day before I start my day, I'll sit down at my desk here, and I'll have this little notebook right here, and I'll write down 3 things that I'm grateful for. I'll say, you know, you start out very vague. I'm grateful for my family. I'm grateful for my friends. I'm grateful for God providing a roof over my head. But as you go through it every day, it kind of get hard, and you start to notice a lot more of the little things, or things that could be little to some, but when you break it all the way down, it's very, those little things are very important. So I just started this gratitude jar about a week ago. Is Tanisha on here? Because I know she read this book too. I think she was on here for a moment, if she's still here. But the power of being of gratitude. And I wrote on my gratitude jar, Lord, I thank you for I know that I am blessed. I want to always remind myself, no matter if I'm broke, busted, disgusted, if I'm mad in my relationship, if I feel like I just been betrayed by a friend, I can go back and focus on the things that God has done for me, and I can put that in my jar and just be thankful, because regardless, I'm blessed. Do you remember that book I know you got through the whole thing, and it was just talking about being the gratitude book? I just wanted to, if you remember the name of it, if you put it in the chat, that'd be great. So those are the 3 things that I practice charity to help me with my mindset. And I also have a therapist. I go to therapy every other week, and I try my best to be very honest with my therapist, because that's the only way that I'm gonna work through some of the things that, trauma that I grew up experiencing. So yeah.
I'll also point out there are some amazing people on YouTube who can just be your best hype man, right? I mean, if you need to be motivated from whatever going on in your life, you like, no one's kicking my butt, or life is kicking my butt, and I need somebody to stand with me in the gap. Sometimes those songs or those voices are just somebody constantly drilling into you those positive things. It just takes you to the next level. Like, let me finish my task. Let me be about my business. Let me do the best that I can do. I would also like to point out, I hope everybody is, if you have not been told that you are loved today, I want to tell you that I love you. And I know Ronesha loves you, and that we wish you nothing but the best. And if you are in need of something, please feel free to reach out, even if it's not about real estate. And it's about, especially if it's involving your health or your wealth, or you have a question that's on the up and up. Let me also put that out there, because sometimes people show up that's not supposed to be there. They don't have good intentions. But for the ones that have good intentions and you need some assistance, we would help you any way that we can. Did you know that Monday was Mental Health Day?
I did not know that. Yeah.
Okay. That was pretty cool.
Jenny said the attitude of gratitude definitely opens the portal for blessings to overflow and abundantly. Yes, it's so many studies behind gratitude. Go on YouTube. Go on YouTube and look up the attitude of gratitude. Look, Oprah has done series on gratitude. Um, Steve Harvey, he has a great series on your mindset. Tyler Perry, like if anybody who's not afraid to talk, they have something on YouTube about just positive how your thoughts affect your actions and how strong that is. I don't know where Tameka when she put up her one church finger. There she go.
I did. It's a book. It's about mindset. The last name of the lady name is Dweck. She's awesome. There's also another book that I'm currently rereading from the umpteenth time. It's 101 essays that will change your life, and it really talks about a lot of things you're going through. And I'm gonna pinpoint on something. One of the main reasons that we are as adults are having issues or something showing up in our life right now is time. And so I encourage you, if you have something going on with you, to address it. I don't care if it's something that happened to you 3. Think back on it. Really try to work through those things because you don't want it to hold you up or stop you or feel like you're stuck at 3 years old, right? And you're really 38. So really push forward. I'm great. I'm grateful, extremely grateful. And there's so many things that are available to us. You do not have to be alone, and you do not have to be ashamed for whatever you got going on. I don't care if you need help making a budget, because if you don't know something, you just don't know. I don't know how to juice. I don't know how to do so many things. And we're on Instagram and social media, other platforms, and there's somebody out there that can help you. If you don't know how to wash clothes, fold your socks, wash your car, change your oil, or get your mind right, there is something out there for you. So
I just wanted to touch on mindset. Obviously, I'm not a mindset expert, but I do practice it, and I do think that it's something that I want to introduce to the WineDown crew on more often. Probably about at least once a quarter if I can't get the once a week. Carlina recommended Abraham and Esther Hicks on Spotify or YouTube. Thank you, Carlina. I'm gonna write that down because I know you come with the real. Carlina is one of my soul sisters. When I tell you, she feels her connections from the crown of her head down to her toe, and she teaches me so much about herbal life. I'll say that, and and just about life in general. She's one of my best friends. So thank you, Carlina. And Shannon said, y'all preaching up in here tonight. I love the positivity y'all putting in the atmosphere. This is what we try to do on the WineDown. So thank you guys for listening to us tonight. We are going to go into mindset a little bit deeper. As a matter of fact, I spoke to one of my mindset coaches, somebody who I speak to on a regular basis, and she is willing to come and teach a lesson. But next week, bring a friend week. I have our first official WineDown guest. It is a lawyer out here in San Diego. She is gonna come here and she's gonna talk to us about estate planning and how to prepare your estate. So if your mama got a house, if that she don't know what to do with it, if your grandmama got land, we want to make sure that we have our estate set up in a way that when we die, our beneficiaries will inherit your estate, not the debt associated with it. We don't want to be taxed. We want to learn those different tools that's going to help us build wealth. So next week we're going to have Sasha Brackens. She is a lawyer. She does estate planning. She's going to give us some feedback and techniques. And then she's also going to offer some free personal consultations at the end of that training. So you are not going to want to miss next week. You want to Tamisha said she got a life insurance connect. We want to, we're going to start bringing down. We try to bring the experts on. You know what I'm saying? We bringing the experts on.
Yes.
So for our growth and our development together as a WineDown crew. So, yeah. Tameka, any last thoughts? Any last thoughts? Anybody out there? Any last thoughts for the crew?
I do have a note. Okay.
Go ahead.
Who remembers Murder, She Wrote?
Oh, Murder, She Wrote. Oh, okay.
Angela Lansbury.
I don't remember her.
Oh, well, she passed away today. So
R.I.P. Angela. R.I.P. Yeah. So next week, don't forget estate planning. Bring a friend. This is not information you want to keep to yourself. We trying to elevate. We trying to take people to the next level in our communities. That was one of the promises we made. So bring your people out. Get this information firsthand. Ask her the questions that you need to ask for your family. We are elevating at the WineDown. So thank you guys for coming tonight. It was such a pleasure to have this conversation. I hope you guys got something out of it. I'm definitely not the gun. Oh yeah. Hey, Chanel, you know, I know a little bit of that. You know what I'm talking about? A little bit of that. Yeah, I'm excited for what we're doing and where we're going. So I thank y'all for being here. Like I said, when we take it to that national level, y'all getting free tickets for sure. I love y'all.
Love y'all. Have a good night.
Good night.